Title: I never imagined this would happen to me. Trailer: voiceover, intense tone, a broken promise, a hidden secret, and a love that changes everything. How much can it hurt to discover that everything was a lie? She loved him with all her heart until she found that message. Prepare yourself for a story of love, betrayal, and soul-marking decisions. This is I never imagined this would happen to me. It would be me. Story beginning, first person, emotive narration. I never imagined this would happen to me. I was always one of those people who observed other people's dramas from afar, thinking that, and I would never be the protagonist of one. But life has a cruel way of showing you that no one is exempt. My name is Brianna. I am 28 years old, and until a few months ago, I thought I had everything. A good work, a loving family, and a fiancé who was, at least in appearance, the perfect man, Nathan. Just pronouncing his name caused butterflies in my stomach. Before, we met in a dinner with friends, of those in which you swear nothing is going to happen, and you leave with your heart wrapped in a red ribbon. He was charming, funny, and had that look that seemed to promise you the world. And oh, silly me, I believed everything. We lived together for 3 years. We shared lazy Sundays, wedding plans, and even names for future children who would never arrive. But as it usually happens, the endings, happy endings, sometimes hide heartbreaking conclusions. Everything began one Friday afternoon. I left work early with the idea of surprising him with a special dinner. I wanted to celebrate the anniversary of our commitment. But he wasn't there. His phone went straight to voicemail, and that gave me a bad feeling. He always answered. Always. And here comes the curious or devastating thing. That was the first time that I noticed how absent you have been lately. Those business trips, the calls that now ended quickly, the messages that arrived, and he never let me read. Subscription integrated message to no natural. If you have ever felt that love slips through your fingers without understanding how, subscribe and comment. Because what you are about to hear could be your story too. I am B, Rihanna, and this is the truth I never wanted to tell. The story continues. That night I couldn't sleep. Something in me knew there was a truth waiting for me, one that was going to break me. I found it 3 days, and then he was looking for his charger in his suitcase, the one he used for TripSend. There it was, a hotel receipt, 2 nights, a king-size bedroom, and one more name on the reservation, Samantha. I felt as if the air disappeared from the room. Who was Samantha? Why was her name next to Nathan's on that receipt? My mind filled with images I didn't want to imagine. Her Isa with another, his hand on another's back, his voice saying, I love you, to someone who wasn't me. With my heart in my throat, I waited for him to arrive. I sat on the sofa with the receipt in my hand. No, El Lore. Not yet. When he opened the door and saw me there, with the evidence in my hands, his face froze. Who is Samantha? I asked, in a voice I didn't even recognize. He didn't lie. He didn't deny it. He only lowered the head. It's not what you think, he whispered. Then what is it, Nathan? An old friend? A colleague with benefits? His silence told me everything. I discovered that he had been with her for months. That he met her, I was at a conference, and that things just happened. As if love were something that simply happens, that doesn't hurt, that doesn't leave scars. That night, I slept at my sister's house. I cried like I had never cried before. Not for him, but for me. For having given myself without limits. For blindly trusting. For planning a life that he was already sharing with another. Weeks passed. I blocked him. Cam, other number. But the memories weren't so easy to erase. Every corner of our apartment spoke of him. Every song, every smell, every Sunday. Until the message arrived. I'm sorry. It was an error. I love you. I want a second chance. And there I was, broken, doubting. Because that's how we are sometimes, isn't it? We want them to apologize, even if we know they don't deserve it. We want them to return, although they have already left. But I didn't do it for him. I did it for myself. I sighted him at a cafeteria. I wanted to look at him one last time and close the circle. He arrived with flowers, with that smile that I used to love, and now it disgusted me. You don't know how much I've missed you, he said to me. Yes, I do, I responded, because I also miss the person I thought you were. I got up, I left the flowers on the table, and left. Without looking back, now, 4 months have passed. I moved cities. I have a new job. I am healing, little by little. Sometimes it still hurts, but it no longer destroys me. I never imagined this would happen to me. It was going to kill me, but I also never imagined that I would survive it. And here I am, strong, free, and, for the first time in a long time, at peace. End.